Bill Brockbraders, also known as Bill Wood's Lightworkers, posts announcement of the changes that we have all been waiting for. February 3, 2012, 8:05 p.m. SINJ1N Channeler, Bill Wood to all lightworkers and light warriors. I am going to share with you some secrets today. That way everyone will know that I am, in fact, for real, and that I am giving a 24-hour heads up on what is about to happen. I am happy to announce that the day that we have all been waiting for is here. That day is in fact an event. A simple act of free will in accordance with universal law that creates change throughout the world. I have long awaited this time, but I had to wait for the time to be right and the sign to appear. That sign appeared on January 25, 2012, when Salusa May finally spoke to me. And this is how long that I have been waiting for that sign. The cat's name is Zeus. He's my African serval and a very important part to my mission. The car is a 2003 BMW M3 that was stock when we bought it, and I heavily modified myself. Many answers will be forthcoming in my interview tomorrow, Saturday, February 4, 2012 at 5 p.m. PST on http://www.projectcamilla.org. I think that everyone will clearly understand the words that spoke back on July 3, 2011, and understand what has been occurring over the course of the past several months to bring about the change that I discuss in my posting. Unfortunately, the posting was largely ignored at time. It is now, however, more readily understood by the human race. As you see towards the end of the posting, I spoke to Salusa directly for help, and help has been continuously there for me since. It is now my understanding that it is time to move forward. I am asking you, my brothers and sisters, to come with me so I will reveal a piece of information to you before everyone else hears it, in an effort to reinforce your faith of the coming times that have long been promised. In the second interview, the live stream interview, I spoke, out of practically nowhere, of someone that I felt very connected to named Eva. I don't know exactly when in the interview I said it, but it is pretty clear that I mentioned her. Realized that she contacted me after my first interview, and we had only exchanged 2 emails at this point. We had never spoken and are separated by more than 1,000 miles. I was extremely distracted with the events that were occurring in my life and only wanted to get to safety, which I did immediately after the second interview. I only spoke with Eva after I reached my sanctuary here in the land where peace began. Eva is the mystery guest that will be appearing during my next interview. She will be stating that during that exact moment when I spoke of her during the interview, she was stating her love for me to her son openly. I feel as though we have known each for a very long time before this lifetime. She will also be speaking of many other interesting events in her life that have led up to this time on the earth. She has been just as driven by forces that neither of us completely understand. We do, however, feel very strongly about them. If you have any doubts about what is occurring on the planet right now, I strongly suggest you watch the interview tomorrow to determine mine and her sincerity and our desire and ability to catalyze the changes that we have all been waiting for. I will leave you, my brothers and sisters, with this note. With my understanding of universal law and the necessity of the free will of all of us for change to take place, I have announced that I ask everyone that hears my message to donate $1 to change the world. Please understand that this is not an effort to solicit money. As a matter of fact, I have already used most of the money that I have been given to create a miracle. I haven't used a dime for myself. I am being given more than enough by my new family here. The donation of the $1 is an act of free will that radiates throughout the universal and announces to our brothers and sisters not of this world that we are ready to accept the change that they offer us. Only then can it be given. The donation is only the easiest way for me to organize this change. If you truly cannot contribute, Simply email a heartfelt message to me of your desire for change, and that will be just as well. billwood1022@gmail.com. On Saturday, I will be talking about some truly remarkable news. For most people on this planet, the announcement of this news will not come easy, but I believe that the people that are drawn to this message thus far will be ready to hear it all and accept the truth of it. So if you feel that you would like to participate in the change that I am proposing, please follow the link below and donate a single $1. You may donate more if you wish, knowing that it will all go to something beautiful, but $1 is all that is necessary. After you do, I will be speaking to those that do so on Saturday, and you will better understand who you are and the simple tasks that you will be asked to complete to effect the changes that we have all, for so long, anticipated and have been promised. Most importantly, you will have renewed hope and knowledge that you were the first among the human race that chose change. If you haven't seen my interviews or want to understand more, here is my blog. http://trueflibbertymovement.blogspot.com/. The donate button along with the explanation is there as well. I will tell everyone this as well. The donation idea is working. As a matter of fact, it is working very well and will continue to work even better after my next interview. I do, however, believe those of us that use Salusa's words as guidance in our lives will be a critical part of the changes that I am about to propose. Please follow your hearts and determine before Saturday's interview if my message resonates with you. This is the change that we have all been asking for. The only question now is if you will support the changes. My heartfelt thanks go out to all of you. Wish me courage for this next part of my journey. Bill Brockbrader, also known as Bill Wood, also known as SINJ1NPS. Here's a fun link that explains what's happening in earthly terms.